Chapter 13. How to analyze stocks in order to filter the good ones. Life, as we know, is highly unpredictable. But if you stay disciplined and focused, you can manage the significant components of your life like success, health, and family goals. Likewise, if you approach investing with a focused approach, you can create enormous wealth. In investing, fortunately, there are always a few things you can do to increase your probability of success in investment. So, now let us break down the process of analyzing a stock in detail. This chapter and the following chapters share a detailed, holistic process of analyzing the stocks. So, let's understand in this chapter what the essential components of stock analysis are. Value investing in stocks break down to the following components. Number 1. Industry analysis. A fish is always limited by the size of its pond. So as an investor, you don't want to enter into an industry that is not growing. You are here to make money, but for that, it is imperative to get the process right. You need to understand the happenings of the industry, how it is performing, what its positives and negatives are. All this will sum up to give you a fair idea of how prospering this industry will be in the future, which will ultimately decide your investment's profits. Interestingly, each industry has a set of parameters to gauge its performance. For example, the book value of a company is highly important in banking or real estate stocks, while it is not required in the IT sector. For telecom companies, average revenue per user or ARPU is taken into account, while for the commodity sector, the production cost or book value is looked into. So, how would you figure out the parameters required to gauge an industry? To help you out, here is a theory which is called Porter's 5 forces model, which has been explained in a separate chapter later. Number 2. Business analysis. In the words of famous stock investor Warren Buffett, buy a business that even an idiot can run because someday an idiot will run it. As an investor, you need to develop a keen eye to analyze businesses that you pick up. Every business comes with its own set of pluses and minuses, and one business can be entirely different from another even within the same sector. For example, Tech Mahindra focuses on telecom software, while Excelia makes software solutions for airline industries. Now, whether you should buy Mahindra or Excelia depends on whether you are optimistic about the airline or telecom industries. So, while both these companies fall into the IT sector, the reality is much different because one IT company can be a contrast to the other. Thus, business analysis help us to understand and interpret the business model of a company. The same has been discussed in detail in a separate chapter. Number 3. Management analysis. When a management with a reputation for brilliance tackles a business with a reputation for bad economics, it is the reputation of the business that remains intact. Top management is the key drivers of a business. The growth of a company depends on the capability of top management. Thus, to identify good stocks, you need to evaluate all the intangible and tangible factors of the company. The tangible factors have been discussed under the valuation ratio analysis further. Here, we will look at the main intangible factors, which is the top management of the company. How to evaluate the management of the company? Well, honestly said, It is not very easy to assess the top management of a company, as most of its aspects are intangible. Moreover, the performance of senior management has to be measured in both thick and thin, which is highly time consuming. But history has proved that smart investors have been able to make the right judgment, which led them to invest wisely. Their immense wealth generated from stock investment undoubtedly goes on to say that where there is a will, there is a way. Fortunately, you have a checklist at your disposal to keep you safe and secure from a bumpy investment ride. Please remember that while assessing any company, you must look for honesty, transparency, competency, and passion as traits which must be reflected from their management practices. These are the four pillars on which the strong foundation of a company is built. The top management involves the high level executives of the firm, such as directors, CEO, CFO, etc. When we talk about a company having a good or bad control, we are referring to the top officials of the company who have the decision making power with them. Please remember, as shareholder, you are the owner of the company, which is run and managed by top management. Hence, it is crucial to evaluate them before investing in the company. The key parameters to evaluate the management of a company have been discussed in detail in a separate chapter of this book. Number 4. Behavioral analysis. As individuals, we make rational decisions to support our living. But even when we act in our best interest, many of our judgment prove to be wrong. This is so because we take decisions from an emotional space deep inside. Now, while charting the course of life, there are many experiences, both good and bad, and learnings that happens on the way. These experiences define our liking or disliking, feelings and emotions, which sum up to form our opinion and interpretations. So, behavioral bias, comprising of opinions, feelings, perceptions, and emotions, come in our way of making rational decision. They also show up clearly when we choose stocks. The biggest setback of having these biases around is that these biases overshadow the facts and misguide our investment. Hence, to overcome these biases, one must know how various biases work and influence our decisions in daily life. Have you ever noticed that any loss pricks you harder than your gains? So, if you notice, we remember the loss for a longer period than the gains. In stock investment too, the loss of an investor pricks him twice as hard as the joy of gains. In the financial world, this belief is put across in the form of a theory, which is called the prospect theory. As per this theory, our perceived loss is different from our perceived gain. The fact remains that the loss and gain arouse different intensity of sadness and comfort in an investor. Of course, it is this feeling of pleasure and pain which influences your next investment move. Number 5. Valuation analysis. Valuation analysis is done to estimate the approximate worth of a business. It involves a scientific approach to analyze the assets of a business, though there is a bit of art involved in it as well. By using this tool, you can find out the growth margins, the capital expenses, the profits, financing, choice, etc. Valuation analysis helps in figuring out the intrinsic value of a share. It is a great tool to compare two or more companies' performance within the same sector. You also get a fair idea of estimating returns on your investment over a given period. Financial valuation of a company involves analyzing its annual report. It helps an investor to understand whether the stock price is overvalued, undervalued, or rightly valued. This information is of paramount importance in choosing to invest in stocks. The key parameters needed to evaluate a business have been discussed in detail in the following chapters.